Every Tuesday, our Eye on Money series looks at financial issues Americans are facing. This morning, a new Bankrate survey says 76% of Americans have at least one financial regret. Only one? Among those people, more than half are disappointed with their savings. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here with some tips on how to save for retirement. Jill, good morning.
Good morning.
There's also a Federal Reserve survey that shows alarmingly that a quarter of Americans have no retirement savings. Wow.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because with all these surveys that we have, an annual report that comes out from a body that looks at this huge amount of Americans and say, how do you feel about retirement? Are you confident? And according to the survey results, about 2/3 of Americans say, I am totally confident. And 82% say, yeah, I'm feeling good about this. And you put that into the lens of the savings amount. We also find out that only 42% of Americans have actually run their own retirement numbers. So they feel confident. I'm not exactly sure why they feel so confident.
Wow. Just because?
Because the economy's better, because jobs are more plentiful, because they're getting wage increases. But we really need people to focus on this because you are going to be responsible for your own retirement years.
There's a lot of people who now think, I'm never going to retire. I'm going to work until they're going to cart me out of the place, right?
Yeah, this is a little bit of wishful thinking because you're absolutely right. About 80% say, hey, don't worry about me not having retirement savings because I'll just work longer. That's great as long as you can keep your job and as long as you can physically do your job. Yeah. And what we find out is only about 28% of people are working after retirement. So we've got to go back to what should I do now?
What should I do now?
Right?
And we teach it starting at 20. So I'd like to know how it should work at every
Never too soon, right?
Okay, so millennials. We'll look at the two, like the youngest millennials, we say pay off that debt. Credit card, auto loan, student loan debt. Really focus on that. Maybe try
Don't save,
well,
pay off your
save
debts.
maybe 5 to 6%. That's what you're going to try to do. Older millennials, try to save more like 10 to 15% and really focus on that. When you look at Gen Xers, these are the next group of people. Now your debts are paid off. Now you're really chugging away at retirement. Now what we want people to do is put in 15%, maybe 20% of your earnings into retirement, again, to the best of your ability. The federal limit is $19,000. I know a lot of people are not going to do that, but we got to try. And a lot of people who are boomers, Gen Xers are saying, I want to pay down my mortgage. Don't pay down your mortgage. Save for retirement first, then comes the mortgage. And finally, for those people who are nearing retirement, we look at those baby boomers, run your numbers. There is a great calculator. It's called the EBRI, Choose to Save Calculator. It is amazing. Run those numbers, see where you stand. And then what I say is do a Goldilocks scenario. Don't have too much risk in your portfolio, but don't have too little risk. And be sure to go to SSA.gov and be familiar with your retirement benefits through Social Security.
Okay, run the numbers.
Run the numbers. Sorry.
Thank you, Jill.